County's new proposed budget was unveiled yesterday, and for the 11th...
Sorry about that.
This one I think is one of my favorites. It's really old.
Not this guy right here. Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
That's okay. Don't panic, everybody. The fun about it is putting it all back together, right? And we hear you guys
I
have
can see the look in your eye, like, oh my.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise. And here it is.
Yes, welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show out there that's willing to say, hey, that Matt Gaetz doesn't really seem so bad to me. I'm Christian Bladt, and right over there, making his triumphant return, the one, the only, the man who puts the easy in easy, Eric Zane. How are you, sir?
Hello, young man. It's good to be back. I know that you were in great hands with E-Rock. I mean, come on.
And there were a lot of hands wrapped around that episode because we had E-Rock and Dick Masterson after the election. So,
I didn't realize that Dick was with you.
Yes, there's never a shortage of Dick on this show.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Look at you go! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Look at that! And right away.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Cyborganic, $5. Can't watch live because I'm at work, but here's $5 for the Who Are These Bears fund. Oh, don't worry. We've got some bears, and I'm furious about this week's bear story, but we'll get there. So, Eric, you and I haven't actually talked here on the show or really in general in 2 weeks, not since Election Day. And since then, I think I've done about 4 hours of WATB. But, Eric, at the end of the day, you and me talking, just a couple of guys talking right now, the signs were all pretty much there that Trump was going to win that thing, huh?
No, there wasn't any sign.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't fucking one. I was shocked. I was shocked. And not only did he win, but it was a laugher. I mean, he beat the shit out of her.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. My apologies. No, I didn't see. I guess we had spent too much time with the lame stream media, as they say. They convinced me. Because in the summer, I was like, oh, there's no way. And then he got shot. And I'm like, okay, there's really no way he's going to win.
Right. I don't know. I didn't really have I wasn't sure. I wasn't like, but I know for sure I didn't see it being such a forcible boning. I mean, it was just, two dicks right in her ass.
Yeah, I mean,
holy shit.
I think Tim Walz came and put a blanket around her afterwards and just, pat her on the head. Yeah. Well, we've had lots of politics talk in all the months leading up to this. And my goal is to have a fun show today. And what's the most fun thing about this show, Eric Zane? Super chats. How do super chats work on this show?
Well, so far, so good. You had the one that we had earlier. Now Michael C. It drops $1.99 on us. That's like that's like a month worth of super chats right there. Okay. Yeah.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. Exactly. Thank you, Michael C.
That's what Michael wrote. Thank you so much for that. And so at the end of the day, at the end of the show, at the end of the day, whatever you want to say, you can have Christian sign off with whatever you want him to say. Right? Maybe he's he's tipping a nod to his Aryan brothers, or perhaps something like that. Whatever you want. You can say whatever you want as long as it can get past the YouTube censors and attach a dollar amount to it. Dollar amount is what Christian will read. The highest dollar amount is the super chat.
And I will tell you, there are some clips in this week's show that might inspire you for, let's just say, some colorful language. So keep an eye. Chad's missing upper lip. Missed you, Eric. Oh, see? Look at that. Chad's missing upper lip. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're glad to have not just Eric Zane back, but Chad's missing upper lip. All right. So everybody in the chat is clamoring for the thing that they always want, bears. And we do have bears today. But first, we do need to focus on a different animal, a shark, specifically the mud shark.
It's time to mock Zumok.
I asked Cardiff if he could send me that. And he's like, oh my God, I did this 2 years ago. And I'm like, so thank you to the great Cardiff Electric. Oh, hey, Spectrum customer care for $15. I'll eat several dicks. Eat a dick, Zane. So I like that there's
I'm the one who's supposed to eat the dick. I'm the dick eater here.
But I'm more hungry than you are.
You're not the dick eater. I'm the dick eater.
All right.
You can't take my dick. Okay.
All right, I would try. So many weeks ago, we were doing this show. Was our Halloween special. We had Carl, HAMBURGER. We had Hack Ride, DJ Electra. We were having fun. We were doing it. We were doing it live. And Chad Zumok caught wind of it. And he decided to snipe our show. And the way that Chad does everything, he did it badly. So let's just spend a quick moment on this because I've wanted to get to this, but we had much bigger fish to fry than the mud shark.
Carl's going up against me, so let's check in with Carl.
First and foremost, we should
Carl
comment on his
coming off.
microphone.
I'm sorry, what?
He's doing a show.
We should comment on Chad's microphone. It's crackling nonstop. I thought I had pulled a bad clip, but no, we sound fine in this clip. So Chad's mic continues to crackle.
Okay.
It's me, so let's check in with Carl. Carl coming off. He's doing a show with these guys.
We were doing a show. It's true.
Called Who Are These Broadcasters? There's 42 people watching.
We got almost
42 people watching Carl's show.
It was a good moment.
That's not good, Who Are These podcast.
It's good for us. That's for sure.
That's not good at all.
People were asking for Hackeride when KC was on WATS.
Okay.
That'll tell you what a good job he was doing, Hackeride. People wanted you there instead.
This guy's calling himself Christian DMZ.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is up on the left.
Nope.
But he's calling himself Christian DMC, and they're reading the free chat.
DMZ.
I don't know where he got Christian DMC from, but I know one thing.
And Chad has a production piece here where he created some music, and I'm smart enough to know to mute that. So he's TM Zumach.
Get the
TMZ.
fuck out of here, Christian DMC.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pause it real quick. So it's on the screen. It's got an @ in front of it, so you might assume that that's someone's online handle. And maybe it's not the best one, but it's the one that I've had for a long time. He's already forgotten that it's Christian DMZ, and he's talking about Christian DMC.
Right.
So
now he's losing his focus. And what I don't understand how he hasn't really heard a thing you've said, and he's telling you to get the fuck out of here. I mean, what if you're on there telling Carl to go fuck himself and that you love Chad Zumach? He's not even giving you a chance.
Right. There's no chance from the Mud Shark here.
The fuck? Do you know who I am?
I do appreciate that Blind Mike was like, oh yeah, Carl
wears that shirt quite a bit.
Carl.
Why did he say, do you know who I am?
Yeah, I mean, we know who he is, but it's like, I guess he does TMZ Zumach or something. And
Okay.
I have a DMZ in my name. I'm not sure, but maybe the poor chat, the free chat, which we celebrate as the free speech chat here on this show. All right.
Okay.
We're not too good for the free.
Then he doesn't like. Okay, so he doesn't like your name.
Yeah.
You have to get the fuck out of here. And then he
Carl
doesn't
does
like
wear that shirt every once in a while.
Carl doesn't. He doesn't like Carl's shirt. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what you do. It's just. He's focusing on what his eyes see. Your name, Carl's shirt.
Yeah.
Two big focal points of comedy. Yeah, nice shirt, fuckface. Yeah, nice name, asshole.
Let's see if he can eventually notice the cartoon angel or the cartoon devil that's there on the screen. Perhaps one of those things might get the Mud Shark treatment.
Trapped us. Good troll. Good
It's
troll.
actually a brilliant way that I'm making millions of dollars off of YouTube. You guys didn't even know about it.
I keep trying to tell Carl, though, where's the singer? You guys keep releasing these things, and the singer's in the studio warming up. You got to let him record and then send it out. Guys, come on.
As Vinny says,
He's got more puppets, more filters over there. Jesus Christ.
So we'll let the Mud Shark finish his piece, but he's had enough. I think, did he
Okay.
watch 90 seconds of our show?
Right.
And he's like, all right, I mean, there's a guy that's a cartoon demon, but too many filters.
Right.
And
Right. So,
I got nothing.
yeah, that's what he's doing. He's like, oh yeah, shirt, name, puppets. Yeah, you and your glasses.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your stuff.
If he were the 18th best comedian in Tampa, he might have had something, but he's only the 19th. So I don't know what he was looking for here.
Yeah, there isn't any comedian who could pay attention to that for that amount of time and formulate any degree of jokes. No one alive could, let alone a retard.
But I have the theory that the Mud Shark has a crush on you, Eric, because he didn't even mention you. So I think he saw you and he's like, oh, I like what I see in his eyes. It's the hair. He's probably intimidated.
Enough of the filters already. Just show your fucking face, you coward. Be a fucking man. Talk shit and quit hiding.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Like Chad
Be a
does.
man.
Chad
Talk your
doesn't
shit
hide. He talks shit.
and go face to face.
Yeah.
Old man. God, I'm older
It's like
than
playing
he is.
baseball in the 90s when the hitters were on steroids. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That is such a fantastic comparison. Yeah, you and your Avatar steroids guy. Jesus Christ.
Well,
And whenever he
Hackride
has nothing to say, he always throws Jesus Christ in there. Jesus Christ.
To be fair, Hackride has only put up the numbers he has because of the human growth hormone that he takes. He's basically the Barry Bonds of the Dabbleverse. So, it's Hackride and his performance-enhancing drugs. That's why everybody likes him so much. So, I think as John Melendez might say, swing and a miss, Mudstripe.
Oh,
Nice try.
Jesus
But
Christ. I didn't even do anything. I mean, if you're going to do that, you got to, I don't know. How about just wait a little bit, watch some of the show, formulate some actual jokes. Doesn't have to be live all the time.
No.
I wouldn't dare because I don't have the ability to come up with jokes unless if something interesting happens that you can park on.
Yeah.
But to just sit there and take, oh, yeah, you and your glasses, Jesus Christ, fuck you and your shirt. Yeah, nice name. Yeah, good one, asshole.
Well, if Chad is watching now and looking for inspiration, maybe we'll be able to give some. I'm sorry, what was that super chat?
B-Dates.
Yeah, go ahead.
B-Dates 1111 threw a $2 at us. Thank you. King Charles III owns 6.6 billion acres of land. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but
for $2, we'll talk about it all day. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
I got no problem there. All right. We got the shark out of the way. Let's do it.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
So, Boba's auto detail. I cannot stand Chad. Dump him. I think we just had to address the boy. He really roasted us. We got boom roasted.
Chad
is
I am
sniping
still
this.
challenging you. I will fucking fight you. If you are sniping this, I want you to know. I will fucking fight you. Just tell me where and when. We'll pass the hat, raise some money for sick kids or whatever the fuck. I will fucking fight you, Chad. I promise I won't let you down. You have to do this, you fucking pussy. There we go. Word is he's sniping us?
Well, that's what they just said there in our chat. So I'm always intrigued. Look, I think we've spent more than enough time on Chad, but I'm intrigued by the idea that he could be sniping us, but it doesn't actually look like he is.
Oh, damn it.
So, yeah, I'm not even quite sure what he's doing. He's playing clips of Ray DeVito from what I can see. So
that's better, actually.
Yeah, that's punching down even for Chad, actually. Ray DeVito clips. All right. So there's one kind of bear story that we've never dealt with on this show. This is the worst kind. Even worse than a bear who wanders into traffic and gets hit by a car.
Oh.
This is bear stolen valor. This is a fake bear story. And I, for one, am livid.
A close look at this grainy security video. What do you see? A bear? An animal? Something else? It turns out state investigators say what you're looking at is a human dressed in a bear costume, staging what would turn out to be several insurance fraud claims to luxury vehicles, totaling a little more than $140,000. The suspects sent these videos to their insurance companies, claiming a bear tore up their cars.
So that's the first thing I want to highlight. For our audio audience, I want to describe the scratch marks on the seat. It's basically like somebody took, I don't know, like a pitchfork and gently dragged it on there. I think if a bear really got into your car and tore shit up, it's not going to be all nice and neat like that. And they're going to probably take some bites out of somewhere. Right, Eric?
Jesus Christ. This is insane. What the fuck? What?
Well,
oh my God.
Let's see what happened to the guys who came up with this ingenious idea.
Cars. Those involved have been arrested and are now facing serious fraud charges.
Yeah, you would think so. And they asked somebody in the neighborhood what they thought about this. And if you're ready, I'm going to show you someone less healthy than John Melendez.
Come on.
In the videos of what investigators say is the fake bear car invasions.
That's amazing. I would have never thought of that. I mean,
fucking
it's
Michael
either
Madsen on oxygen. Jesus, look at that guy.
It might actually be John like 5 years from now.
Yeah, I don't know though about your claim that because that guy has better color, so the oxygen is helping.
That's true. You know what?
And
John probably could use the oxygen.
Right.
You're not wrong with that. Yeah,
and he's smiling despite death being near.
Oh, it's near.
Okay, those are two things that John doesn't have going for him.
Yeah. Well, this guy does have a brain like John, though, because when he finds out about the scam, he's like, oh, wait a minute.
You know, that's pretty far out there. But hey, you know, whatever works. But I mean, if they found a bear suit.
And in fact, investigators did find a bear costume. This is it.
It's just, how would you describe this bear costume for our audio audience?
Yeah, you know, it's like something you get at a Spirit Halloween. It's just it's just stupid. Everything about this is stupid. Why did they even bother to have the claws? They could have just at any point done the damage to the vehicle.
Well, because they knew that it was parked in front of like a security camera. So they're like, all right, well, let's get the claws.
Complete with fake claws.
Yeah.
They also sent these photos of what the suspects...
Yeah, go ahead.
If they know it's in front of a security camera, why don't they? Was that to their advantage? Did they think in front of the security camera would be able to bolster their claim?
I think that they thought it would help the claim. After we finish this video, we're going to see that it might have had the opposite effect. But so these aren't like a couple of trailer park guys who are, you know, just trying to, I don't know, maybe make ends meet. These are really high-end cars.
Complete with fake claws. They also sent these photos of what the suspects claim.
So it's a 2010 Rolls Royce, but it is still a Rolls Royce.
Right.
You know, it's like John's Rolls Royce, I guess, but still.
And was damaged to the insides of their cars.
This is like barely puncture wounds.
Right.
This is like the biggest pussy of a bear if it's a real bear. Like,
right.
I want to scratch, but no, not really. I'm not really feeling it.
Scratch marks appear suspiciously symmetrical. State investigators say the suspects tried the scheme multiple times using a 2010 Rolls-Royce and several other high-end Mercedes models.
All right. So you might wonder, did they almost get away with it? When the insurance adjuster took a look at the video, did anything stand out to him?
Of course, opening the door and getting inside the vehicle. That is highly suspect and questionable.
So these guys...
I've seen bears open doors, though, so I don't know why he could, you know, I mean, I think everybody's seen that video of the one in Yellowstone where the bear fucking opened the door.
Yeah, but I think that the way that he kind of stood and opened the door, it was like very calm. And once again, this is another swing and a miss out there.
If you own those cars and have those cars insured,
yeah,
why are you that? I guess I'm lost. I mean,
well,
maybe
it's just an influx of cash. Who knows? Who knows
Okay.
what kind of habits these folks had that maybe they were looking for some more money. But look, no matter how much money you have, you always want more. That's the way EZ and I look at it. We're independently wealthy, but we're always looking for more money.
That's how when we look at, you know, the $10, $11, $12 on a typical show that we'll bring in on Super Chats. You know, that's why we push so hard to make that level like $15. And sometimes, I think once it's happened.
Yeah, I think we've got a couple of 20s, but I know that our chat is too afraid to give us $50 or $100.
Right.
They're all a bunch of cowards. They would never give us $50 or $100. So
no, these aren't good people and they don't have enough knowledge and wherewithal to be able to actually earn that much, let alone prove to us that they can even give it to us. These are not. These are horrible individuals that watch.
That's Eric Zane talking. I like everyone in the free speech chat, but Eric only cares about you if you give him money. All right, let's saunter over to the world of local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
So this continues with the animal theme. It's a really quick one. It's a car rental facility at LaGuardia Airport in New York City. And this is probably the least filthy thing that happens there. Keep an eye up on the ceiling. I'll do my part to narrate for our audio audience, because falling out of the ceiling right there is indeed a raccoon. Right over there. And it's actually, that's the Spirit Airlines counter, a company that just filed for bankruptcy yesterday. So,
boy, he was hanging by like some type of line, maybe like an internet fiber optic or whatever, just hanging down. And then he's like, he was very dramatic about it.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, and I think that if Spirit Airlines going to have stowaway passengers like that raccoon, no wonder they're looking for more money, you know. But so that was a fun animal moment. And, you know, sometimes when you're doing local news, you might accidentally do an animal story. You might be trying to talk about something else, but the idiots in the control room don't cooperate.
And along with Representatives Doug Lamborn and Jason Crow, they're now signing a letter asking the Secretary of Defense to change course.
Oh, no.
Coda, can you understand us?
I can always understand you. Wait, can you understand me?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I can't believe you can finally understand me now. Shazam is like the best thing ever.
All right, obviously that is for a different story, which we'll be getting to those details here in just one moment.
Here's why I like it.
Good night, Denver.
All right.
Oh my God.
But we'll continue, of course, tracking the latest
of course
on that
we will.
Children's Hospital story. All right, let's switch gears.
We already
Let's
switched gears. We just had a talking dog. How many more gears you want to switch? We're grinding the
we'll
the
switch
gears.
one more time.
Yeah, so
That's one of the better reactions I've seen.
the guy who just gets up and walks
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I did appreciate that, because he's like, all right, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Why is
Yeah.
he confused?
That is for a different story, which we'll be getting to those details here in just one moment.
Good night, Denver.
All right.
So if I were watching that broadcast, though, I'd be like, well, I want to see the fucking talking dog story.
Yes.
Like, what is that? I want to know more.
I think that's that rock star guy. Have you ever seen that? Is that the first time you've ever seen one of his videos?
That guy just there? Or, oh, no, you mean the
guy who does the
video guy.
voiceovers.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, he does a ton of them. I think I think that indicated that he's got a fucking commercial gig or something. He makes a ton of cash doing
for
those
him.
fucking videos. People send him their dogs, and then next thing you know, or bears. Next thing you know, he puts the voice. You know, funny black guy voice, talking dog. That's a riot.
I mean, if we could get a bear that talks like, I don't know, Kanye West,
Right.
I would put that on this show.
White guys can't do any of those types of
No.
voiceover things. I mean, white guys are such soulless pieces of shit. We can't do that. The only white guy who's ever done a funny voiceover was Michael Rappaport, but he wasn't even doing the voice of the cat. He was doing the voice of the guy looking at the cat.
Looking at the cat, yeah.
Yes.
Well, if we could get a bear with a voice like Kanye West that shares the same belief system as Kanye West, I think we would have a home run on our hands. Also expected to be a home run. Big news in the Zane household this weekend. The film version of the musical Wicked will be in theaters.
Yes.
But there was unfortunately what we might call a little whoopsie daisy on the printing of the packaging for the toy tie-ins.
Talk about her. This is wild. It's a misprint on Mattel's new line of Wicked dolls, getting a lot of attention online. A link on the box was supposed to take you to the film's official website. Instead, it takes you to an adult film site.
Oh,
the toy
no.
company says it regrets the misprint on the packaging and wants parents to know the link is not appropriate for kids.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That's really unfortunate.
I know.
Hopefully you just open, they're interested in the doll. They throw the packaging away.
You hope so.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't do that.
So there's a lot of coverage on this story, but I love the female anchor. Oh, geez. Oh no. Oh, you don't want that.
Right. That's kind of like what she has to say.
Yeah.
But what she wants to say is, oh my God, that's awesome.
That's so funny. And just think what it could do if a kid looks and goes to wicked.com. Some of the new imaginary games that they might be inspired to play. Maybe the flying monkeys pull a train on the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't know. Maybe a cuck video where the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man double team Dorothy while the Wizard of Oz nuts in the corner of Barbie's Malibu. Look, the possibilities are endless. I think that this is a great opportunity, and I hope that Wicked immediately got into production on some Wizard of Oz porn.
Right. So I did check out the actual page, and their landing spot is one of those warnings.
Yeah.
That says, "Are you over 18? Are you under 18?" One of those deals.
Yeah.
And I just wish that they would have been like early on this, knowing this is about to happen, so that there was no landing page and just an image like you suggested of every single member of the Wizard of Oz getting plowed right there. So the kid's like, oh my God, what a great practical joke.
If you work for Wicked and you get a call from Mattel, I feel like you can leverage this. So what's it worth to you for us to put a landing page there where we make people sign in and not capitalize on this?
Right.
So that's what I hope happened. We have a little bit of reaction to this misprint on the packaging. This is another local news outlet. Spoke with the 2023 co-chair of the National Barbie Convention, whose comment, the first comment that I have for her, will probably explain to you why she has the time to be the co-chair of the National Barbie Convention.
A 10 and 12-year-old and a 5-year-old nieces and nephews.
She's got nieces and nephews, but no kids.
Okay.
So she's very concerned.
All right.
And by the way, your nephew is collecting Wicked. You know what? It's 2024. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. If he wants to play with dolls, he can. What was that?
Dwyer says, pay no mind to that man behind the curtain getting railed.
Yeah. But Linda Levine is her name, and she's very upset.
Are doll collectors, and certainly would not want them going to a pornographic site.
That's the 2023 co-chair of the National Barbie Doll Convention. We talked over the phone about the mishap.
But I've worked with Mattel on projects, and they're very thorough.
My God.
Well, yeah, I don't think this is an accident. I think that they're trying to take it to the next level. I think that there's going to be a collab with Wicked Video in the very near future, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm very wrong, Eric. I don't know.
I think it's, and then there's the idea that this is not an accident.
Yeah.
This is not an accident. If you think about it, there's entire, at any type of big company, there's an offshoot of every marketing team that thinks of weirdo ways to get known. And this is a perfect one. No one had any idea that these toys were out except for the young people. Now the whole world is aware that these toys exist.
Yeah, a lot of the coverage is like, I'm sure that, like the lady said in the first clip we showed, they'll just throw the boxes away. But now you've created a demand for these toys that probably wasn't there because of collectors,
right.
Like Ms. Levine that we just showed is like, well, she's going to want to have like a closet full of these things now.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy them.
Yeah. Exactly.
If I knew they were worth money, I'd absolutely buy them.
So a story that you shared with me a little while ago, but I needed to save it where we had time to really celebrate sort of the ingenuity of the way that somebody's tried to get back with the sort of a neighbor who has a parking dispute with a tattoo shop. This is in Colorado Springs. And I'm going to let the news clip speak for itself, and then Easy and I'll talk a little bit about it.
Controversy brewing over a mural painted where most people can't even see it. It is the latest step in a dispute between a Colorado Springs tattoo shop and the property owners of an adjacent apartment complex just across that road right there.
Now that artwork is obscene. That is why we are covering it tonight.
Which is already like the most outrageous thing about this. And don't worry, we'll see what we can do about taking a peek at it. But it's like it's already blurred out, and I'm like, there was one newscast where they showed like parts of it, but it's infuriating. But let's hear what this is all about.
But the people who live in those apartments several floors up see it every single day. 11 News anchor Tony Keith spoke with both sides about the message behind that mural.
We tried to play fair, but now we'll fight back with a mural.
I love that quote. We're going to fight back with a dick mural.
And you know, as this story unfolds via the news, they're starting with all drone shots looking down at 6-7 story apartment building next to much smaller building next door and blurry roof, so you can't
Very
see
blurry
it.
roof. Yeah. So he was
Girl
pissed.
too obscene to show on TV, depicting more than a dozen
Did you hear
images.
that?
Oh,
Oh
wait,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah. I know. I was gonna say I actually need to rewind because that's the female anchor, I assume, like in the studio commenting on this.
But now we'll fight back with a mural.
A mural too obscene to show on TV, depicting more than a dozen images of male genitalia.
But they're very cartoonish.
Yeah.
They're not, like I said, graphic, realistic.
Fallen Heroes Tattoo and Piercing is a business just east of the old Colorado City area. The owner, David Brown, put a new addition on his roof that some neighbors who wanted to remain anonymous described to me as flat out disgusting.
But it was disturbing. I don't have kids or anything. I'm 40 years old, but even just me as an adult.
Brown says
honey,
the mural
if you're
was
40
painted
and
a
you don't
couple
have
weeks
kids,
ago
you're
in
gonna have
response to an
really
alleged
start working
parking
on that.
dispute
Yeah.
between his business and the property owners of the apartment complex next door.
Okay, so the actual dispute is not that interesting. It's about parking. This is a huge overreaction, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
Right.
And you were talking about drone footage, so I did take a moment to head on over to YouTube, and there's this wonderful warning there, content warning. Video contains depictions of male genitalia that some viewers might find offensive, but many of you will probably really be excited by, But so there's no audio to this, but there's a lot of cartoon cocks. And Eric, unlike your cock, these cocks all seem to work, right?
Yes, those are, 100%. Those are all excellent dicks. But those are pointing in a direction that mine does not anymore.
No.
Okay.
It used to, right? But just
No,
it's been a while.
No, it's horrible. Yeah. And so you just a plethora. You got a dick in a hot air balloon. That one's shooting jizz. That dick is on a bike. I mean, there's so many. This is a beautiful dick. There's a talking dick. That dick has a mouth. Holy shit.
I mean, this is an amazing piece of artwork, and I can't imagine that one day they might have to paint over it or cover it up. I hope that they're selling T-shirts and merchandise. I might have to look a little bit more into this, but and it says we used to have a view, and because they got in the way, I guess it's like, well, now you all have a view of cocks. So
that's awesome. There's even an ant that's a cock ant.
Oh yeah, I see it right. Well, I think so. Yeah, down on the ground, right by.
Unless that's an ant person, I don't know. But
well,
there's
there's
a lot
a
of
cock
dick
on a
here.
bicycle and one there. Yeah,
There's even a cock beating his cock, driving over cocks. Look at that. That's a big cock beating his cock.
It's Inception level cocks. It's like a cock within a cock within a cock, and I think that this is exactly the kind of story that this show is created for. Right?
Oh my God, yes. Jesus.
So if anybody wants to see more of these cartoon cocks, just go ahead and give us a $100, and then we'll be happy to share it. Another great story that you shared with me that I think people might be aware of the story, but the way that this local outlet decided to cover, I believe 40 monkeys escaped from a laboratory.
Monkeys that escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility in Yemassee. WJCL 22 News' Kyron Naveau live in the Low Country.
So I think that there's a couple things about the reporter that is covering here. First, there's no reason for him to be outside, as we'll find in just about 3 seconds. He should not be outside, and we'll see and hear why. Is there anything else that you think is relevant to the guy on the news team that they chose to send down to Yemassee, South Carolina, and the lab?
No, I mean, there's nothing that stands out that makes me want to crack a joke that's going to get everything's going to go poorly for us from that point after.
Yeah. All right,
there's
good.
Nothing else. I cannot say a horrible joke.
No, I don't see anything funny about it.
No,
So
there's nothing.
Let's listen to what they call his. This is his stand-up, his live shot.
Keeping his head on a swivel with those primates on the run. And of course, this is a public safety alert. Kai, what is the latest on these missing monkeys?
You hear the
Well, Frank, good morning.
parade.
So yeah, like you mentioned, 40 monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility.
What did Chad's missing upper lip say? I didn't get a good look at that.
I didn't. I think that was an accident. I didn't mean to write
yeah,
that.
I don't think
I don't
you
know.
meant that. Yeah.
I think it's a typo. It's
Yeah,
a typo.
so I don't
Because-
want our audio audience to feel left out. I think that
Yeah.
this was definitely a typo. Chad's
Well,
missing
yeah,
upper lip.
Chad fucked up because the
Yeah.
story is it's 40 monkeys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, Chad wrote looks like there's 41 monkeys on the loose.
Yeah.
No, it's
And-
40.
Yeah, and I think that it is interesting that he's reporting on the 40 monkeys, and it is only 40. Chad's missing upper lip. I want to make sure you know that.
Yeah, you're getting
the-
that wrong.
The 40 monkeys that I believe he describes them as having escaped. So we'll
On
make
these
sure we hear
missing monkeys.
Well, Frank, good morning. So yeah, like you mentioned, 40 monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis
They
facility.
did indeed escape.
It happened around 9:45 last night, and police are asking anyone to just, if they see them, to stay away, and that's why we're here at the municipal complex here in Embassy. But here's what police are doing right now to find those monkeys. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Nicholas says that Kai is cute. He's not a bad-looking gentleman,
No,
if that's what you're
he's
into.
a nice-looking gentleman. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a handsome fella.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not him there. Yeah, that's who she's talking about. That's my mistake. There's a little bit of an error on.
and police are asking
If
anyone
you could get
to
it
just,
together. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing over there.
I'm having a lot of problems with the story. Look, I'm a little bit rusty. We didn't do the show last week. My apologies.
they see them to stay away, and that's why we're here
Stay away
at the
from the
municipal
40
complex
wild
here in
monkeys
Embassy.
in the
But
street.
here's what police are doing right now
Okay,
to
what do they
find
do?
those monkeys. Like I mentioned, happened 40 monkeys escaped 9:45 last night, and currently police have placed traps all around the area to capture those monkeys. Now,
Do you have any
I don't
thoughts
like
as
that.
to
I
what
don't like
those
the
traps
traps.
might look like? Anybody in the chat have any suggestions as to what you would do if you're setting a trap to catch 40 wild monkeys? I don't have any ideas because I don't think of the world like this, but I welcome any contributions from the chat. So the
That's another mistake.
I think that's another typo. So why
I don't know what that means.
I don't even get this one. The zoo wrangler tossed a basketball at the 40. Again, it doesn't make sense because I don't even know what he's trying to say with that.
so far, I have no idea what those traps actually look like, and we're trying to get more information.
Well, he doesn't know what the traps look like, so he may have seen them, but they didn't look like a trap. So he's and the news anchor did tell him to keep his head on a swivel.
But what is going on here? I don't even know what these jokes mean.
So Irkpick says Newports and 40s. I guess those are cigarettes you enjoy when you're in your 40s. That's the only thing that I assume that means. But thank you for the
Yeah, that doesn't
Police
have anything
are
to do
also
with this.
utilizing on-site thermal imaging cameras in an attempt to locate these monkeys. Now, the monkeys are used at the facility for biomedical research. And this isn't the first time those monkeys actually escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility.
That's
Back
right.
in 2016, 19 monkeys made a
Wow.
break from the compound.
And it says there right on the screen, in 2016 was the first great escape when 19 lab monkeys escaped, all recaptured. These monkeys are still on the loose. I think they caught one since this story. I think they found one monkey.
I don't.
So,
How does this fucking happen in the first place? I mean, how could this possibly be? I mean, mass escapes like that, or I think I'm saying it wrong. Escapes.
yeah, I think you made an error there. Yeah.
Well, thanks to Husey. He's
Oh,
getting ready to go
Husey.
live
Oh,
with
thank
Bob
you,
Levy.
Husey. Yeah.
Yes.
So
And,
go ahead.
He says, seeing as you guys are asking, yes, guys, I'm going live with Bob Levy on my channel in under 30 minutes. Thanks for asking. Okay, so yeah, that's an easy way to carve in to our ones of audience members on our show, Husey. Thank you.
But hey, we're at 101. If Chad Zuma could see us now, think about the turnout we had. All right, so the Kai, the reporter in the field, he goes on for a little while, but then we go back to the studio, and the anchor gives us some very important advice.
Kyron DeVoe, back to you, Frank.
All right, Kai, again, good update, good news. If you see a monkey, if one comes to your door, don't answer it. call 911. All right, Kai, thanks so much.
So if a monkey comes to your door, don't answer it. Call 911.
40 monkeys.
Basically, there's one other thing that I want to show. The in-studio anchor, Frank Solkowski. He's on Facebook as the big guy, Frank Solkowski. And he wants you to know that by putting that on his chyron on the local news. Although, according to Mrs. Solkowski, you wish, Frank. You wish.
Nice job, Frank. I like his casual delivery of the news.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the way that we would deliver the news if we were just sitting around the lunch table and sharing. So we will do our best, Eric, to keep tabs on those 40 monkeys that escaped from the lab. And if anybody finds any more clips about the monkeys, please let us know. And if anybody has any thoughts in the chat, we do always welcome each and every one of your contributions. But we welcome them with a bigger heart if there's money attached. I'm sorry.
And by the way, my apologies for showing all those poor chats that were not relevant to this story.
No.
None of those comments, I didn't get what those were about. Those were
and a lot of our audience probably doesn't use StreamYard. It's very hard to select the chats, and it's very sticky. So sometimes we accidentally show things we don't mean to.
Right.
All right. Well, let's have some fun and head on over to the world of talk shows.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Our first talk show clip is it's sports related, but it is a talk show. So Shaquille O'Neal was visiting WNBA superstar Angel Reese's podcast, and Shaq was very helpful. He came equipped with some wardrobe suggestions.
Don't strike this from the tape, Christian.
We ain't striking.
Oh, he's talking to me. Okay, yeah, I won't strike this from the tape.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Shaq.
Don't strike this from the tape, Christian.
We ain't striking it.
Don't. I'm telling you, just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh.
So I believe
what is happening? I struggle to he's just so, the register is so absurdly low. His cock is so huge. I can't understand him.
Yes, it is a very, very, I believe he has a size 20 shoe. So that's all we need to know about Shaq. So we probably might get easily distracted. But he's saying that she should really wear little tight-ass shorts while she's dunking. That's really what Shaq's talking about.
What?
It's like, what?
What? The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Bro.
He's too big to talk. Jesus Christ. I can't believe this fucking animal is on goddamn inside the NBA with that voice.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of the reason that the dynamic works. In a lot of ways, this installment of Who Are These Talk Shows might just be easier to call Who Are These Hobags. I pulled this one just to make me feel better. But the keywords are bleeped, so I'll do my best to fill this in. This is a girl on the Whatever podcast talking about dick size. And she says,
I don't even care about dick size. If I'm about to guy, if you pull your pants down and your dick is lame, I'm already here. It's not like I'm going to be like, this is too small, I'm going to leave. We're going to just work with what you got. Also,
yeah, but
lesbians
when you see him
exist.
again?
If he could eat some, yeah, like if you.
So if she's already there, she's not going to leave. And the guy says, well, would you see him again? And she says, well, yeah, if you can eat some pussy.
God. Also,
yeah, but
lesbians
would you see him
exist.
again?
If he could eat some, yeah, like if you have like some insecurities about your dick size and you feel like women leave because of your dick size, learn how to eat some pussy.
If a guy has.
Yeah, so that's really the lesson, Eric. I wish that this lady had come into my life. I don't know, 30 years ago. It might have been useful to know, like, oh wait, if I just eat some pussy, it won't matter, I guess.
Challenge accepted, Chaz. I bet you I can make her leave with my dick.
Well, yeah, she's assuming a tiny dick that actually can get erect. She's not thinking of a flaccid little dingly dangler.
Right.
Well, already today. Oh, Chad's missing upper lip with $4.99. Here's to hoping they find those 40 escaped monkeys on the Underground Railroad, which I think he's talking about the subway.
I don't know what he means.
The
I've
trains
never heard
that go
of that.
underground. The
I don't get the
Underground
joke.
Railroad.
I don't get it.
Or is he thinking of digital underground? No, I think the Underground Railroad. It's like the tube in London or the
Well, that's
subway.
weird. I didn't realize they had that in small town South Carolina.
I don't know. They must. They must have it. So today we've already taken a look at Chad Zumach. We've talked about John Melendez. But Eric, are you and everyone in our audience ready to meet the worst person on earth? Say hello to Queen Sassy.
Once my boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick, so I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told.
It's the most horrible story I've ever heard. And I've heard stories about atrocities happening to infants and elderly people.
How does he not know what jizz looks like?
It's
Even
dark.
smells like.
Maybe she's a squirter.
I don't know, but how does he not know that he's eating jizz? I don't know. This is rough.
It's a very rough conversation, but these are the topics we handle here. And I do want to know, is there anybody in our chat who would be happy to do the same thing that her boyfriend did and eat her ex's leftovers outside of her? But that's neither here nor there, Eric. So in any case, so we're really having some fun with the dirty talk today, Eric. Wouldn't you?
On this show, a lot of gross talk around here.
Yes, there's definitely a lot of gross talk here. Carl Hamburger, Hamburger, with the great observation. Aaron Imholt would absolutely do that. Yes, Aaron Imholt would certainly head over to Queen Sassy's. And yes, King of all divs, great minds think alike. He pulled an Imholt. Yes, absolutely. So I believe Steel Toe Morning Show, new co-host, Queen Sassy in the very...
Is that still a thing? Is that guy still doing that show?
Steel Toe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But,
is he doing the same thing? Is he still saying, if you pay me, I'll tell another story? Shit like that?
The rules for the goal have changed. And a lot of shows cover Steel Toe, but Eric, I know you don't watch other shows except for the Eric Zane
I don't pay
show.
attention to any of these idiots.
Maybe we'll put together a package, as John likes to hear them called. Maybe we'll give you an update on Steel Toe, and maybe we'll bring in some friends who spend a lot of time talking about Steel Toe.
Oh, good.
And there's a
Good.
great
I
Steel
love getting
Toe
caught up.
on this very channel, this very YouTube channel. There's a great Steel Toe roundtable. They take turns, but it's called This Little Piggy. Sometimes it's on Melton's channel. Sometimes it's on Tuki's channel. So you can get that every Friday at 1 o'clock. But keeping with the dirty talk, I wanted to share a clip. And I saw the video of this, but the video version, it was sort of like, the Asian chicks who said she likes small dicks, who, maybe I've DM'd, maybe I haven't. We don't know. Eric, you don't know what I do when we're not doing the show.
No,
you literally have no idea.
I don't know what Christian DMC does.
Right. Literally, nobody knows. Nobody knows exactly what it is that I do and when I do it. So in addition to that clip, I saw one that was making the rounds. This is from a few months ago. I decided to find the audio version of this from a podcast called the Out of Bed podcast. Now, the hosts are Mia Markova and Gabby Epstein, and they had a guest on, a female comedian named Meredith Casey. And Meredith Casey has a really interesting crush on somebody on TV. So let's listen to this.
There's a show called Bluey. Have you heard of Bluey? It's Australian.
Is it the dog
cartoon?
show?
Dog show?
I put it on with my dog when I leave the house.
Okay, the dog dad, I would fucking fuck his brains out. The dog dad, the dog dad, he's funny, he's kind, he's smart.
He's a dog?
I have never, yes,
Okay.
he's a dog, and I have never been more attracted to anybody in my life.
Really?
And it is a cartoon dog.
Bandit?
Just
Bandit.
that
Oh,
personality
Bandit.
does
Look.
matter.
Oh, he's such a good dad.
He looks like a dog version of Phil Dunphy.
Yes, he does. Yes.
I haven't watched the show. I just put it on for River and then I leave the house.
It's gotta be it. He's a dog version of it.
I'm gonna sit there with River tonight on a Friday night and be like, we're watching Bluey, I guess, buddy.
The dad is so funny, so kind, great father. I mean, I've masturbated to him.
Really?
I have.
Crackers, beans on toast.
Oh,
damn! Way to go! What the fuck?
I fucked up the Bluey clip. That's all right.
God damn it, Christian!
That's all right.
Cheese and crackers, beans on toast. Cheese and jam.
I forgot I had 3 of them. I thought I only
Sounds
had 2.
like fucking Peter Griffin. What a fucking odd thing to say. But you know what? That's enough of a comment. It's enough of an out there comment that I think it's a winner.
So that she masturbates to Bandit, the dad from Bluey.
I mean, it's her actually saying that. No one ever has said this in the history of mankind. No one ever.
Jim Rome always says, have a take, don't suck. She definitely has a take. No one else has this take.
Right.
And in case anybody's wondering, this is Meredith Casey. So, a fairly normal looking lady.
Yeah.
This isn't some some obese, one of the piece of shits that we've maybe seen on this show.
Right,
so
right.
She's just a normal looking broad. I think she might have kids. I don't know. But if you want her to holler at you, just dress up like the dad from Bluey.
I have a question, though. On the first clip you played, we were seeing like a still image of 2 chicks. Is she one of those?
No. So this is why I'm showing the picture of her. We can go back to that clip. These are the hosts.
Masturbated to him.
Oh, that's Mia and Gabby.
I mean,
Okay.
I've masturbated to him.
Really?
I have. I've masturbated to him.
Tell us about that.
I'm so curious, though. Is he a cartoon?
He's a cartoon.
Were you imagining you two together? Were you just masturbating to his
I
personality?
was masturbating to fucking him.
Do I say Nicola or Nicola?
We've run into this a few times. I think she answers to both, but I think it's Nicola. Yeah.
She says she looks nice. What is wrong with her? I don't think there's anything wrong with her. We didn't say there's any problem with her. She looks normal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, Nicola, did you not see the clip that I fucked up?
Crackers, beans on toast. Cheese and jam.
I mean, who doesn't want to? I mean, I'd probably take a poke at Bandit. Why not? He's a good-looking guy.
I don't know if this does that mean euros? What is that?
Yes, those are €5, which is more than dollars. So right now,
Dang Lizard, I think that's not our leader though. Our leader is $15.
Right.
So you're gonna I don't know what's up there, but you wrote I Christian Bladt love to ream out my boyfriend after a BBC train. Eric Zane, how does this make you feel? Does this help with your problem? Yeah, you gotta drop some more money, okay, in order for that to be solidified as Christian's outro to the show.
Yes.
Sorry.
You needed to add like another 8 quid, as they say there. And the BBC that he's talking about is not the British Broadcasting Company.
No. Yeah. This is our leader right there. So you're gonna have to put a little bit more into it.
If I get to sign off with "Eat a Dick, Zane," I think it'll be a dream come true. All right.
Me too.
So
if it were real.
A lot of the clips that we've shared in this talk show segment have had 1 or 2 whores. How about a whole room full of whores that are surrounding anti-Semite, white supremacist Nick Fuentes? And there's a couple of African-American gentlemen who are encouraging him to say the word. So let's see how this goes.
Say it. Come on, man. I want you to say it.
For real. I want to hear. What you got?
You want me to say it?
Yes.
Is anyone going to hit me if I say it?
No. Let's go. 2 hours. Come on, Nick. What you got?
All right, nigger.
The guy with the megaphone loved it. The African American gentleman. This this guy makes a good point in a second. Not that way. Although that's a good point too. There's a lot of noise, but don't worry.
Yo, it is amazing to me how a word can get everybody so fucking mad, bro. Wait, hold on. Yo, we asked for it.
We didn't ask for it. You guys asked for it.
So everyone in there is having fun except for that one bitch who's like, no, we didn't ask for it. You guys asked for it. We didn't want to hear that. Maybe you guys did.
How is it that Nick Fuentes gets into that room in the first place? Is that what is? I think that is interesting.
We've covered the Fresh and Fit podcast before, so these guys are fairly right leaning, and they were probably celebrating the election results. So they thought, let's have Nick come in. I'm not actually sure exactly when this is from. I just saw it this week, and look, it's Nick Fuentes getting to do what he loves. He's getting to say one of his favorite words. So,
right.
I wanted to celebrate that for Nick. I'm going to tell you that it might not be the last time we hear that word on the course of this show. And we don't have a lot of time left, but there might be another instance of us hearing this before.
Wow, Wow, that's just crazy.
It's crazy to imagine, but it is indeed true because we're heading over to Who Are These Sportscasters?
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's a side-eye.
So we're working up to a clip that a lot of people sent to me, including our buddy Vinny Paulino. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss it. But this is FanDuel TV, the gambling app. They do cover a lot of sports, and I think that they're going to be acquiring some regional sports networks. So Michelle Beadle hosts a show over there, and they're getting ready for a guest, Gigi Jackson from the Memphis Grizzlies.
Joined by, honestly, our favorite guest from last season.
Are you in the bathroom, Gigi?
What in the...
Is that the best spot you
Gigi
can find? Jackson He is sitting on the toilet.
It's already the best interview. We'll be back.
All right, so they come back from commercial.
Hold on. Okay. Gigi Jackson's back on the show. We will get to all things you, but why the change of scenery? What just happened here?
Definitely got a text from Dad and Ma Dukes in the group chat to move places, so I had to sprint downstairs real quick. So
your family rocks.
Yeah, well, I like that. I'm glad that his parents were checking him out on TV and said, you cannot do your interview from the bathroom. But I love the idea that he's like, what? I'm just hanging out. The lighting's better in here. I'm just in the bathroom, So I don't know. I mean, look, I found that one to be fun. I do think, though, for Michelle Beadle's sake, it's very good that her guest, Gigi Jackson, plays for the Memphis Grizzlies and not the NBA team in Denver.
Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the Nuggets don't win this, that was a good one. Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not supposed to try and get you on this, Michelle.
Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the Nuggets don't win this, that was a good one. Don't try to get me on that.
Do you think these two gentlemen, one who looks like us and one who, doesn't look like us, do you think they're going to let her off the hook and just be like, it happens?
When you, I think you're in the clear when the black guy says that was a good one. Yeah. To me, that kind of like softens that to some degree. So that you get out of the specter of baseball announcer talking about the Negro League Hall of Fame, but not saying Negro League.
Correct.
It becomes silly when you've got, that was a good one after it's said.
Let's see if he lets her off the hook.
To break up the team, Lou, are you buying that this is the last dance for the
guy's
Denver
laughing hysterically.
Nuggets?
Yeah, I'm buying
Nuggets.
I'm buying it. Beta, you're going to be in trouble today.
That's not fair. It's not even a thing. It's not even a word.
Sounded like it.
I'm sorry. It's not even a word.
And then the other guy says it sounded like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy's trying to take over the show. The white guy in the middle. He's
Oh
like,
yeah,
this
he
is my
wants her
opportunity."
gone.
This is like, this is like when you showed your taint on this show.
Yeah.
Everybody in the audience was like, "All right, that Zane seat is opening up."
By the way,
yeah.
Quick thought about that. Not a thought, a comment. I ran into Troy Smith.
Oh yeah,
in Detroit,
Michigan, right?
He says, "Hey, by the way," and he screenshotted my asshole and he showed it to me when we were at the bar at the after party. He's hysterical. That was a good talk.
He should
except for the part about my asshole.
He should message that to Lucy Tightbox. I know she would like to see your asshole.
Oh my God, she's
told
so
me
much
that.
fun. I smoked a Newport outside of the club with her.
Do you mean the cigarette or the other definition of Newport?
No, a cigarette.
Oh, okay, great. Let's see if this guy can compose himself. But
Love that. Anyways, I'm buying it. All good things come to an end.
I don't like hearing it though.
And it feels
We didn't
like
like
we didn't like
hearing
hearing that either.
We didn't like hearing it either. That's great.
And had you heard about this clip, Eric? Yeah,
no, this is the first.
And I don't know if it's because it's on FanDuel TV, but there was this clip was in my timeline when it happened. I don't even know that she's apologized because she's like right away corrects herself. I think because that guy there on the end is laughing, they're like, we're probably all right,
Well, I mean, that clearly was a misspeak.
Yes, 100%.
There are some that even if they are misspeaks, it just like the guy who said N-word Hall of Fame or whatever it was, or N-word Museum, the baseball guy for the A's.
Correct.
Even if it was an accident, which it probably was, he needs to. You can't. I mean, it's just impossible to keep that guy employed after that.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's Dwayne Kuiper is the gentleman in question. I'm sure he's hoping we forget, but we haven't. So speaking of the Denver Nuggets, there was a viral video of some people having a little bit too much fun on their fan cam. This is obviously during commercial break. And one of them likes to party, and you can see because she is pretending to stick multiple cocks in her mouth.
Oh my God, that was great.
And I think she's got a great two-handed technique, and maybe also someone that should try to make an appearance on the Steel Toe Morning Show. But
shit,
yeah, that's a clip that's been burning a hole in my pocket for a little.
Yeah, that's an
while.
all-timer. And Dwyer talks about the chick, the ghoul next to her. Speaking of Steel Toe, that's probably like what his next wife is going to look like. Jesus Christ.
Well, let's keep it with the NBA. The Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, not only flipped off the fans in Sacramento after an overtime win, he did this live post-game commentary.
So then you guys are able to pull it together in OT and snap the 3-game losing streak. What did this one mean for you, and how important was it to get this at the end of this road trip?
Super fucking important, man. I mean, I don't remember the last time we lost 3 in a row. Everybody was feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? We came out with energy, man, and they fought back. They made it hard on us, but man, this game was super important. I'm glad we was able to come out with the win.
Oh.
I just love the super fucking important.
Yeah. He doesn't miss a beat, Yeah.
Losing streak. What did this one mean for you, and how important was it to get this at the end of this road trip?
Super fucking important, man.
Love that. I absolutely love that. You'll probably see that next week before the countdown because I just love the matter of fact. So you sent me this clip from a recent Thursday night football game on Amazon. Our buddy Al Michaels is realizing that a fan had some commentary a little too close to a hot mic, and Al tries to recover from this.
Well, a sound you don't hear very often these days at M&T Bank Stadium. You want to know what's going on here. This is a team that 3 times this year.
You look like assholes out here.
3 times this year. This is a team
that was outstanding. Come on, guys. You look like assholes out here. Ravens fan says, as Michaels and what's his face, guy whose dog died, fucking talking about the big game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Let's give him one more on this fella right here.
What's going on here? This is a team that 3 times this.
I love that. So, with it being Thursday Night Football, speaking of Thursday Night Football, we've been so busy, I haven't been able to get to this. Eric Zane's favorite comedian, Nikki Glazer, was back on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, yes!
And they added something to her presentation. Eric, you let me know when you realize what they're doing differently here, okay?
Well, time out. Before we begin.
Yes, sir.
Everybody crucified her after the first one. I thought that she was fucking great. I thought it was awesome.
Okay, yeah, I remember that was your opinion after the first one. That's why I have 4 clips from this one.
All right, good.
Let me know if you notice anything that they're doing differently in this first clip.
Los Angeles versus Minnesota. 2 places where the people's faces are frozen for totally different reasons. And it was a clash of the 2 of the NFL's youngest head coaches, Kevin O'Connell and Sean McVay.
Oh, yeah, you did? What was that?
Yeah, laugh track.
Oh, yeah. Do you think it helps? Do you think it helps the
it
presentation?
stands out. It's horrible. It's stupid.
Because they not only, and this is only the second time she's done it, so I assume she does it like once a month or something. So they have everybody there on the set with her laughing as well, which that might have been enough, but they've added this laugh track.
Well, I mean, what's interesting about things like this is there never has to be anybody laughing. Correct. You never have to look at anybody and say, hey, guys, you need to laugh. And we're going to add in a laugh track. Just laugh if you fucking find it funny or react with oh no, or anything.
I don't
need to do
anybody,
anything.
I don't know that anybody was going to laugh that Minnesota and LA people have their faces frozen for different reasons.
Right. In fact, when I'm watching good comics like she is, I rarely laugh. I often just kind of look and like, this is funny. I don't have to laugh out loud.
Yeah, and again, we'll point out she was tremendous on the Tom Brady roast. I've seen her be very funny before. Let's let her talk a little bit more about these young head coaches.
The NFL's youngest head coaches, Kevin O'Connell and Sean McVay. Kevin O'Connell is a true millennial. So apparently, when he was found out the game was in LA, he was like, "Wait, the city from Entourage? Is Turtle going to be there?" It's true. Both coaches are in their late 30s, just like Carissa and I. Right, girl?
Oh, no.
Just like us, me and you, girl, in our 30s forever and ever for the rest of our lives. Don't look it up.
So I did look it up. Do you know how old Nikki Glazer is?
I don't know, 40s?
She's 40. And I think she looks great, but I feel like she's had the cosmetic surgery of a woman much older than 40. Yeah. I feel like she's had a lot of work done, and she probably didn't need to go there just yet. But
and I don't know why she opened with Entourage joke. Not everybody's going to get that.
No. This is about a minute in. I believe it or not, even though I have 4 clips, I don't have the whole thing. I very much decided to pick and choose, and so let's dive into this next one.
They finally had all of their offensive weapons back in Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell, which I learned are the names of wide receivers and not characters from Trolls World Tour. Anyway, the game started out great for the Vikings, led by frequently discarded quarterback Sam Darnold. That's right, Sam Darnold. Position, quarterback. Vibe, Nickelback. Hobby, hacky sack. Store, Nordstrom Rack. Bert, Bacharach. Nikki, back on track.
Oh no. All right. Okay. This is not the same fucking person.
Well, I mean,
this can't be the same person.
She probably had some rat poison injected into both of her cheeks since the last one, because my assumption is that she doesn't just admire Joan Rivers as a comic, just also the lifestyle choices. Do you think it's a matter of the jokes aren't funny, or this isn't the setting for it, or Eric, could it be a little column A, a little column B?
Now it's a little column A, a little column B. Her jokes were much better the last time she did this. This is horrible.
Well, I've got some more. I'm sure you want to see, right? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I actually do because I'm like, I want Nikki Glazer. I like Nikki Glazer.
I have enjoyed her in the past.
Yeah.
I didn't know Matthew Stafford was born in Tampa until I saw one picture of him. I mean, look at him. Did you know Matthew Stafford has to leave practice early every day to go round up them hogs? It's true. But the highlight of the first half for me was this guy I spotted on the sidelines. I mean, look at that mustache. Good day to you, sir. I mean, if he's here, who's tying damsels to train tracks? This guy looks like his safe word is indubitably.
Wow, fuck me. Right in the asshole.
It's a guy with Cardiff, pull that for me. That's a guy with a handlebar mustache. And yes, he does look like he should be tying damsels to train tracks, but that doesn't mean it's going to get a laugh. But boy, the laugh track loved it. All right, this is our final clip here. Let's see if Nikki's able to finish strong for you.
Cooper Cup sounds like a trophy you win at a beer pong tournament. And he looks like Jake Paul after he fights Mike Tyson. Honestly, I'm just happy the oldest brother from Home Improvement is doing so well. For you, Brad. But in the second half, the defense showed up so we could all look at our phones. And when I looked back up, the Rams won 30-20. And that brings me to tonight's player of the game, which is Rams backup quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. God, he is so hot. I don't know who the hottest guy in the stadium is. I mean, between Tony and Jimmy, it's a real SoFi's choice. Now, Jimmy.
The name of the stadium is SoFi Stadium. I want to make sure that the joke is understood to be funny when I explain why she said SoFi's choice. Zane, it's almost over.
Didn't throw a single pass, but he's definitely brought me to completion.
Good job.
Yeah, maybe Jimmy's going to ride that bench for the rest of his career, but I want to be that bench.
Okay. All right.
So you don't think she saved it by being slutty at the end? That didn't win you over?
Yeah. No, I'm now off Team Glazer. Now I can't look at her again.
I think she's on again this week, so I can't wait to pull another collection of clips. I did enjoy ruining this for you. I know you liked her the first time.
No, I think you did your duty, and I'm just what a pile of shit.
Well, maybe you'll feel better. Would you like to watch some blocked potential game-winning field goals? Because we haven't been able to focus on these things the last couple weeks. We have two. This one is actually just from Sunday. And this is a fun one. This is the Packers radio call. The Bears are going for what would be a game-winning field goal with time about to expire.
Can the Packers get a block here and escape Chicago with a win? 20-19 Green Bay, 3 seconds ago. They'll place it down to the left hash mark. 36-yard line, 10 to the end zone. 46-yard field goal attempt. Torrey Taylor on the hold. Scott Daly the snap. Cairo Santos for the game. Signals being called. Here's the snap. Placement made. The kick is blocked. It is blocked. It is blocked. And the Packers have won. Beautiful. It is blocked. Beautiful. It comes up short. And the Packers have won 11 straight over the Bears. 20-19.
Okay,
So
now
these guys
first of all, I hate the Packers, but I hate the Bears more.
Right.
And the Bears are hilarious because every couple of years, they get like some new quarterback, and they go, "Oh, this is gonna be it. We're gonna be so good," and they suck cock.
Wait, they don't still have Jay Cutler?
No,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. So
I just felt like they must.
I just enjoyed hearing this.
Yeah, I think that when the show was put together, these are exactly the kind of calls that we were hoping for.
Yeah.
And look, it's not always Homer radio announcers that react like that. Sometimes Homer national broadcasters on the CBS network, where everyone has to be a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. It's part of the deal. So let's see how the CBS booth reacts to. This is 2 Sundays ago. Denver attempting to hand Kansas City their first loss of the season with a field goal as time expired.
Blocked! Chiefs have won! The Chiefs have won!
So they're banging drums, and you'd think that Iron Eagle was right there with Patrick Mahomes. And I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I think I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't share the Broncos call of that same game.
Oh, yeah.
Takes 2 steps to the side, says he's ready. An attempt of 35 yards for the win. Snap, placement, kick on the way. It is blocked.
It is blocked. I loved it.
Yeah, the difference in volume from the national broadcaster, blocked, and he's like,
my
it is
God.
blocked. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. There's gonna be some silence, but when he chimes in again,
I don't even know what to say.
Shit.
I really am at a loss for words. 35-yard field goal blocked with 1 second to go, and Kansas City is going to get out of here with a 16-14 win over the Broncos.
Hearts broken in Broncos country, no doubt.
heart's
You
broken
see,
in Broncos.
That's
country.
where how we're kind of wound up on what we can say in the U.S. It should be okay to say motherfucker. You fucking whore.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And, just say the most vile shit, because that's what everybody's thinking.
Yeah. No, I agree. And they should be allowed to say that. And just real quick, because we've done this before, here's the camera inside the Spanish broadcast of that game.
Se acomoda hacia adelante, la patada, ¡el bloqueo! ¡El bloqueo, Hanna! Se bloquea esta jugada y Kansas City se lleva la victoria del día de hoy. ¡Hay bloqueo! ¡Los Broncos la fallan! ¡Los Broncos no pueden
the girl towards
hacerla!
the back
¡Y los
just can't
Kansas
believe
City
herself.
Chiefs se llevan la victoria cuando esperábamos un gol de campo! Kansas City y tapa este ovoide y se lleva la victoria por 2 puntos.
What an
Kansas
energetic
City se mantiene
human.
invicto en la temporada 2024.
Meanwhile, the girl is just like trying to calm down. She's grabbing her chest.
Los equipos especiales de Dave Tube toman la última jugada para salvar.
So she's there to basically rain on this guy's parade.
Oh, yeah. She's gotta bring it. This is indicative of how they do everything. There's no half measures.
Do you mean women or broadcasters?
No, the fucking south of the border Spanish speakers,
Oh, okay.
the Mexicans.
Yeah.
They fucking do everything top notch. Pick my goddamn fruit and put on my roof. Fucking A, do a broadcast.
Yeah, I definitely was a little bit more excited than the Broncos radio booth. So not only did Bears coach Matt Eberflus, I guess is his name, lose that first clip that we showed, they lost in a heartbreaking fashion, but now he's getting clowned by ESPN Radio in Chicago for having a shitty phone.
Those experiences.
Coach? Coach, your cell phone's as bad as the offense right now.
All right, we'll put them on hold and see if we can reestablish.
I just love that. And it's like, do you say it if you know that he didn't just drop off? Or it's like, let me take it in. All right. So we have, go ahead.
Greater Good asks if we've ever heard of Bob Menery. He's hilarious. Yes, we love Bob Menery. Thank you.
So I have one more clip for this section of the show, and then we'll finish the way we usually do. Obviously, the big news in the sports world last week was the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, and Netflix, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I won't get fooled again. So I'm not showing any of that. Now, if you did watch the fight, you probably all saw what was my favorite clip, which was bare-ass Mike Tyson walking away from an interviewer. But my second favorite clip came in the lead-up to it, and this is Mike Tyson giving a really insightful answer to a child who was interviewing him, and then he seems to forget that he's speaking with a child.
Turn to the ring. For this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. What type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before, someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? You think somebody really wants to think about you? I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone?
So I know it took us a long time to get there. I did like his answer, the lead up. He's so thoughtful, and he's like, who the fuck cares? And you just see the look on the kid's face. Mm-hmm. Yep. I've not heard that before either. Oh, no. JFK head chunk. He thinks it's Robin Givens. He wants to punch her. I guess we can probably say that. All right.
Well, there's just so much there. First of all, the kid I have to say that she's very good. She's calm. She's measured. She's poised. I thought she's very good at that question.
Great. She's a much better interviewer than John or Chad, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Mike with that morbidly dark answer. I mean, fucking A, you idiot.
Yeah.
And then he drops the F-bomb at the end of it, and he's just an idiot. Mike's a fucking moron.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong.
He's just retarded. Mike is a retard. That's what. At the end of the day,
can you really imagine somebody say, "I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead"? You think somebody really wants to think about you? I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone?
Love the way the kid just nods. All right.
Jesus Christ.
So that's the main part of our show, but we are going to end the way we usually do with a great moment or two in broadcasting history.
PTB, who are these broadcast history? Who are these broadcast history?
And I think that everybody has seen this clip, and you've heard it or seen it countless times, but this is the first time I have an excuse to use it. So we just saw Mike Tyson. So this is Mike Tyson a number of years ago, promoting his one-man show in Toronto. To do so, he was appearing on a morning TV talk show, and he did not appreciate the line of questioning from the interviewer.
Some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, because it's negative, and you're being negative. And I met the mayor, right, and nothing they can do about it.
We actually had a really good time. We talked about George Cervallo, who's a legend.
We'll go back to it. This is like the producer of his Broadway show, the guy to his left.
Who's helping Mike. He arrived with Mike.
Yes. He's trying to diffuse the situation.
Right. And Mike, at the start, that comment I thought was, okay, but the wires are touching in his brain.
Yeah, because you just said you're a convicted rapist. And he's like, hey, I don't know who's saying that. You're the one who said that, which I think is a great interview technique, because usually, and I talk about how Bob Costas always says, some are saying, no, you're saying it. You're bringing it up right now. So this guy tries to do some damage control.
In your city, great man with whom Mike spent quite a bit of time yesterday talking about his life, highs and lows.
So interesting, because you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
We're doing live TV.
Hey, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, you got a show that you're doing tonight. We are. A lot of people. We are. Where it comes.
I love this guy is like, well, I'm still trying to get my Mike Tyson segment going. Yeah. You've seen this before, right, Eric?
Yeah, and I've always been mesmerized and amazed at how you're sitting across a goddamn psychopath.
Yeah.
Across from a psychopath. Wow, the balls on this motherfucker. I mean, I would call Mike retarded when he's not in the room with me.
Yeah.
You're calling him a rapist to his fucking face? You're an idiot.
If this was a few years later in a Zoom interview, I think we'd all understand. But
Jesus Christ, the balls on this guy.
Well, fortunately, Mike's going to let it go.
Raw, and it's the real truth. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be there to see your show. Just tell us a bit about it.
It speaks for itself. Everyone saw the show.
All right. It's a Broadway production. It went to Vegas. It went to actually 28 cities in the United States. And we're really, really proud to bring it here. And we're actually going to Monaco on October 9th. We're going to be in Monte Carlo. Right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rap piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Fuck you.
Oh my God.
The best part is the at the end. No, fuck you, and the look on the guy's face.
Holy fuck!
I was so excited to have an excuse to play that on our Great Moments in Broadcast History, and literally yesterday, someone sent me another clip that is perfectly fitting for this. It is with a different champ. This is Muhammad Ali, and this segment aired live on Good Morning America, where Muhammad Ali is talking to David Hartman, literally the whitest man to ever walk the face of the earth. And he's finishing up with Ali, and they're teasing the next segment. And I have to say, I really like Muhammad Ali in this clip.
Schwarzenegger is here. You know him?
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know him?
Schwarzenegger.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that.
Which is
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of a very. I didn't say that, Ali. We'll be back in a minute with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's his name. You. 9 minutes before 8 right now. Muhammad Ali's still with us, and also Arnold Schwarzenegger.
the look on Ali's face. He's like, "You said it again, David Hartman."
A lot of people forget
how
he was being in front of a camera, being on a microphone. His ability, he was a goddamn showman in every aspect of his life. A lot of people see Ali. He's deep in the throes of Parkinson's, but holy shit, there's some great footage of him of what he used to do to Howard Cosell. They were fucking incredible together. They're like a goddamn stand-up act.
I agree, yeah, and but I had never seen this one, and it's got like the time code on it and all this, so clearly somebody tried to bury this clip. But thanks to whoever put it out there. There is an account burned in there. I did see it on Instagram, but I thought it was a great way. It kind of fits the theme of this episode in some ways that we had.
Right. Yes, I don't know why. There's been a lot of. By the way, this comment, going back to the Tyson clip, MT says, notice how hard Tyson is breathing. I did notice that. It's taking every fiber of self-control to not just murder this man on live TV. Without a doubt. I don't know. The self-control by Mike, that's something he didn't do when he beat Robin What's-Her-Face's ass.
Robin Givens, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And by the way, new YouTube member was my name, Bisseth, whatever that is. But congratulations. Thank you for being a new member. So that is our show. We will be back next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. That'll be our pre-Thanksgiving show. Go to whoarethese.com. You'll find the voicemail number to leave us a voicemail. Just say it's for WATB. And was my name, bitch. Thank you. I'm just a fucking moron. Thanks to Wired Christian. Let's put that back up. Was my name bitch? Oh, I see. It's bish. It's bitch.
Tyson would say, what's my name, Biff?
What's my name, Biff? So, obviously, go to whoarethese.com and you can become a member on YouTube. Join the Patreon. You'll get 2 bonus episodes a month, including last week's crossover with the Dick Show. And you can watch WATP record live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Eric Zane, where do people find you?
It's very easy. If you just search on any of your podcasting platforms, you will just Eric Zane Show Podcast. There I am. I do a show every day. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, and you can watch it live on Twitch, if that's your thing. And then that audio becomes the audio podcast. Twitch, you can find me, all one word, Eric Zane Live.
And I want to promote a show that I co-created, pitched, and sold. I'm also the executive producer of yesterday. Saw the 4-episode premiere of 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, hosted by Metal Blade Records CEO Brian Slagle. And you can find that wherever podcasts are found.
Wow.
So very excited to, we've been working on it for months. And shout out to my buddy Don Jameson, who was instrumental in.
I didn't
helping
realize that was your thing. That you like that type of music. You seem like a guy who would like jack off to Duran Duran.
Again, little column A, little column B. You know, there's no reason that I can't listen to Slayer Seasons in the Abyss and also jerk off to Hungry Like the Wolf.
Okay.
Why does it have to be only one thing?
All right, you're right. You know, you got a good point there.
A late super chat from JFK Head Chunk said, thank you. $2. We appreciate that. That is not our big winner. So in literally exactly half an hour, you'll be able to find me over on the Geekscape Network. I'm going to be interviewing a director named Adam Schomer. He directed a documentary called Selling Superman that is about a family's secret comic book collection that included copies of both #1 issues of Batman and Superman. And it's a very interesting documentary, but you got to be a nerd to care about that. So go on over to Geekscape and you'll find me over there. Otherwise, Bladtcast, BLADTCAST. I think that's all we got, barring any last second $200 super chats, right, Eric?
I got nothing, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I think this is our winner right here. I love this.
This is our winner. I'll sign off with this every week if people want me to. That's all the time we have for now. As always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic, and eat a dick, Zane.